peace, and blessings. Welcome, Creating Simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. I'd like to thank all of you all for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. It's greatly appreciated. Keep on with that same energy. We love it. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my spiritual team. All right. This is a reading for a karmic. Apparently I've been summoned. Okay. There is a karmic who's been asking questions pertaining to their marriage. And the thing is, you ain't gonna like the response you finna get. So trigger warning, okay? It starts off with me being summoned into someone's life. They brought me into a situation where they were out and about with their significant other, their spouse, and they're in a black vehicle. Of course, it looked black. I'm not sure. It may not be black, okay? But they're in some black vehicle that's full of things that the karmic that summoned me were placing things from the inside of the car into the trunk. I don't know what's going on with the car, but they're at a shopping center or shopping plaza where there is a movie theater. And the karmic and the significant or other finished putting the stuff in the trunk. He's busy looking around the parking lot, not really helping her, but she goes and she's closed the trunk. She's kind of frustrated because he's not helping her. But she goes and close the trunk, and then they proceed to walk inside the mall or whatever this area is. As they approach the theater, the line is long, okay? So they get in line, and this masculine is still looking around, and she's standing behind him, but he's tall, so she can't really see past him. And they wait in this long line. Peace and blessings. How you doing? They wait in this long line. How y'all doing, Maddox? I don't want to mess your name up. Sahansu? I hope I said it right. That's good. Did I say your name right, Sahansu? Yavid? Hold on. Yadev? I might not be saying your last name right at all. Excuse me, honey. I am so sorry. I don't mean no harm. But back to this summoning. The karmic summoned me in here, and like I'm standing in line with them, and she's talking to me as if she knows I'm there. I don't know why, but it's like her thoughts. She's not speaking out loud. She's speaking in her thoughts, and she's like, "Who is he looking at?" She's asking me these questions, but I'm not answering. Yay, I got it right. Okay, so I'm just observing the scene. They're still standing in this line. As the line gets shorter and it's close to time to them get to the ticket booth, this masculine spots what he's looking for. And to pay for their ticket to go into the movie theater. This masculine spots what he's looking for, and he just walks off. And she's looking like, and he walks over casually to these guys, right? And one of them he walks away with, and she's like, okay. So she's thinking, okay, he's just communicating with somebody he know, and she stays in line. I follow the masculine. The masculine and this other masculine go off into a back room or bathroom or such, down a hallway that is not for personnel. And she's looking at him like, where did he disappear to? She keep looking. Now it's her turn in line, and she's stalling the cashier. And he's like, what movie would you like to go see and how many? She said, I'm waiting on somebody. There's actually, the line is clear. Everybody's gone into the theater and nobody else is there. She let people pass ahead of her. That's how long he was gone. She cleared the line out waiting on him. Okay. He still hasn't returned. So finally, I guess she says, never mind. And there's a upstairs area. And she goes up to the upstairs area where she can get a bird's eye view, and she's watching the area. Or at least I did. I'm not sure if she did or not. But I'm up in this upstairs area, right? And the man that he went off into the back room with comes walking through. He's kind of like balding at the top. It's a black male. He's semi-muscular, not really. But he has some muscular arms. And he has like when guys bald at the top, they have hair around the side. But this man's hair is beady. He's got a mole next to his nose. I guess that was a mole. It's either a mole or a tattoo. On his left side. And she sees him. Because she saw the man he walked off with. But she sees him and don't see her husband. And they take off walking. And he walks past her. He kind of looks over his shoulder and give her a smug look. And she follows him out the building. And I think she's trying to, she's in her mind, she's wanting to ask him where's her husband. But I'm hearing her thoughts. But she's too scared to ask the man because she's not sure what the deal is with him. So she goes back to her car and realizes he's parked a car down next to hers. Next to some type of wall embankment. And she gets in the car and she's sitting there and she's waiting. It's starting to get dark outside now. I guess they was going to catch a matinee. I don't know. But it's getting dark outside. And now here comes the husband bypassing their vehicle going straight to this man. The man's in a drop top. Okay? He lets his top down and he leans over and you can see all his veins in his neck, his arm. He looking sexy for this masculine, right? And I'm like, she's looking with her eye like, ew, like what the, she's looking like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But she ain't saying nothing. She just watching. So I'm sitting there like, you ain't caught on yet? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the passenger seat with her. Like, you ain't caught on yet? Your eyes is clearly seeing what you're seeing, but you in denial. This is what I tell her. But she don't respond. She watches. So as her husband approaches his vehicle, he leans up on his partition next to the man's car on the driver's side. And he had a jacket on at first. Now the jacket's thrown over his shoulder. He's sweating. He's out of breath. He's like, oh, but he's like looking pleased at the same time. And I'm like, baby, you don't see what's going on here, And she just looking like, and I just laughed and I left her as sitting there. I'm like, if you ain't figured that out, something wrong. So your question is your husband sleeping with men? Yes, baby. Yes, your husband is sleeping with men. You brought me into that vision to see whether or not he was gay or not. Yes, that Negro is gay and fruited in a fruitcake. There you go. Now, what you gonna do with this information? That's the question. Now, are you going to take this information and do right and get yourself together? Because I feel like you've been warned about this masculine several times and you stayed in denial, didn't want to see it. You was one of them ride or die, want to be choose me bitches trying to swap, destiny swap with a divine feminine. Now see, don't come in me suddenly me to answer your questions if you don't want to be exposed your damn self. All right, so here it is. You not only tried to destiny swap with a divine feminine, but you worked with this masculine to harm a divine feminine. Okay, now you got your answers. Spirit is asking you, what are you gonna do with the answer? Yes, your husband is gay as fuck. Now, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna retaliate? You're gonna seek revenge, or are you gonna finally take heed to what you've been warned about all this time and make changes for the betterment of yourself. Okay? Out here you have being ordinary. You thought this divine feminine was ordinary. So you teamed up with this masculine. If y'all look at the thumbnails, she teamed up with this husband of hers to attack this divine feminine. All over money. So that they could prosper, trying to steal her destiny. Alright? But they didn't realize how resourceful and how much wisdom divine feminine has. She tried to share that wisdom with this fool, but the fool didn't want to listen. Now the fool seeing it with her own two eyes, and now she's like, oh my gosh, now you coming over here summoning me, wanting answers. Was divine feminine tell you the truth? Yes, she was telling you the truth. But you didn't want to hear that. Your eyes was closed. It's clear now, right? Everything that she told you, everything's clear. God set it up for you to see it for yourself. That this masculine has not one shred of fucking respect for you, that he would do that in your fucking face. So, how you doing, Lindsay? So the question is, what you gonna do? You gonna seek revenge? Or are you gonna work on you? Because no matter what you do to this masculine, you're not gonna change who he is. You're not gonna stop him from being who he's choosing to be. He just finally said, fuck it, and he's living out loud with it now. He's not hiding it no more. And this was his way of telling you, without telling you. I'm quite sure he's shown you this many of times, in different ways. This is his MO. This is what he does. All right? So, you didn't want to hear divine feminine's wisdom about this situation. So the question is, are you going to be, are you choosing a path of righteousness or resentment here, now that you have your answer? Okay? Are you choosing a path of righteousness or resentment? Are you going to retaliate? And that's the question. How y'all doing, beautifuls? Okay? Divine feminine gave you the wisdom. Okay? But you thought she was just ordinary. All right? But she was very resourceful. Your masculine likes men, honey. He actually adores them. And he's taking his mask off. All right? The Most High is asking you. You know, y'all tried to destiny swap with divine feminine and take her prosperity, right? You attacked her with this masculine. Okay? Now, the Most High said, and then what's crazy is, you helped this masculine attack his divine feminine for no reason. You didn't even have no beef, no problem. She never did anything to you. But because you wanted to show him you was his ride or die, you chose to do what you did. Now karma's smacking you dead in your face. So the Most High is saying, are you going to choose resentment? Or are you going to choose righteousness? All right? The choice is yours. All right, so what else? Create your karma. This is what I just say. I just said I split the dick. It says create your karma. Your actions today shape your tomorrow. Make choices that align with your highest good. So you got your answer. Now you need to make choices that's for your highest good, because you're at a crossroads, basically, sweetheart. Because I really don't sympathize with you. I really don't. Because You showed someone, instead of showing someone compassion and trying to get to know them, you straight judged them, and you came for them. You went for the jugular, and you don't even know them. Okay? And that's why I don't feel no sympathy for you. But, I will give you the answers that you seek. You may want to apologize for the things that you did to someone who was innocent of your judgments. Okay? I will say that to you. I will also say that you may need to speak the truth. Okay? Speak the truth about what you know when it comes to this situation and all the things you helped this masculine do to tear down a divine feminine. Okay? It's time to offer a public apology. Okay? And speak your truth. What else, Spirit? Let the truth set you free. I can't make it up. What I say. Choose the path of righteousness, or you can keep choosing the path you've been choosing, which was resentment. You resented divine feminine because you couldn't make this masculine love you or treat you like he treated her. So you resented her because you couldn't be her. This is a copycat energy. You came after her, tried to destroy her out of jealousy and envy. And she never wronged you. So the Most High is saying you're at a crossroads. You're either going to choose more resentment and resent your husband, okay, for a truth and a fact that you've always known, but you kept turning a blind eye to, even was warned, possibly by divine feminine, about this masculine's tendencies, which is another reason why she left this masculine. And then 2, you need to speak the truth. There's a lot of lies that's been spoke on divine feminine name. So the Most High is saying the truth will set you free. That's the path of righteousness, sweetheart. A publicly apology and the truth will set you free. Let the truth set you free. Speak the truth. You've hidden your need. Your need, your fear, your regret. Freedom begins there. You fear. And you regret. You regret not listening to her. You regret coming for her. You regret doing everything you ever did with this masculine just so you could seem like you're somebody. And he was never the prize, sweetheart. The glory you saw on that masculine was the reflection of divine feminine. Like the sun shines on the moon, which gives it light. Without that sun, that moon is dark. And that's what divine feminine was to this masculine, the sun. And what you thought you was gaining by getting with this masculine, by helping him betray divine feminine multiple times in multiple ways. So the question is, are you going to speak the truth? Or are you going to keep doing what you're doing? Okay? You may have felt like you was protected by this masculine, but soften your armor. What once protected you may now be holding you back. Let your heart breathe without defiance. You've been sowing seeds with this masculine. Also, you could have some parent-child woundings that you need to heal. Heal parent karma. Healing the bond with your parents frees you from the past. It's time to release old wounds and move forward. So, it's up to you though, sweetheart. It's up to you. But I think it's rude that you would summon me to give you answers, and you heard a divine being. I really do. But the Most High told me to give you these answers, so I'm gonna give them to you. But I don't sympathize with you. I don't, because you chose to be ratchet on purpose. Because you trying to keep up with the trends. Because you want to be that bitch. But you can be the bitch, because Divine Feminine don't consider herself a bitch. Bitches walk on all fours. Okay? Embrace your shadow. The shadow holds the truth. You need to embrace it, integrate it, and use it to transform your life. So everything you did in the dark, the only way it's gonna come to light, you're gonna have to shine the light on yourself, sweetheart. Okay? But I would, if I was you, now that your husband has blatantly showed you that he is bisexual, you have to choose. Are you going to continue to accept that? Can you still stay married to this man knowing that he preferred men? If so, then honor your marriage. If not, then I would suggest that you seek counseling or start them divorce papers. The choice is yours. But either way, you got to face the truth at some point. Heal the attachment wound. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value. Just be. Yeah, it's time for you to go, sweetheart. I feel like the Most High is telling you to let this masculine go. Okay, you did all this proving for nothing to a man who was only using you. Because the truth was, Divine Feminine was the only one that pierced his heart. And that's why he would not let you in. And I feel like this masculine really tapped into this bisexual energy when she left. Okay? Honor the contract. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul contract. So you had a soul contract with this masculine. Now it's time for you to face that you signed up for this before you came here. So you do have the choice to let it go. This contract is over. You don't have to continue to honor it. But you do have to honor the one with yourself. So that's up to you, sweetheart. It's totally up to you. If you want to know this masculine's true feelings towards you, this husband's true feelings towards his wife. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. I got two cards out here, and one is for you and one is for Divine Feminine, who he still considered as his wife. What the fuck? Heart healing, healing heartbreak, toxicity and addiction, abusive relationship, seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party, temptation. Like I said, that's confirming what I said. The relationship he had, where he don't even see you. He don't see you. If you had money, this is the only reason why this masculine hooked up with you. Because of what you had as far as prosperity, money. He don't even see you as his wife. He still looks at divine feminine as his wife. Hoping he can still heal the heartbreak. But he know that relationship was toxic. He know it was an abusive relationship, and he could have some type of addiction towards divine feminine. But just like I said with seduction, he didn't start this bisexual energy till she left. Attraction, teasing. He may have done that while they was married, teased around like that, but never did it. Hooking up, dating, third-party temptation. But this karmic, how does he see the karmic? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is what I'm being told to tell you. In his mind, divine feminine is still being seen as his wife, the Hierophant. And this is going to become a shock to you. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. This masculine is selfish, overindulgent, and used you, sweetheart. If he married you, it was only to try to get divine feminine to come back. But he always had plans on trying to remarry her with the Hierophant and the Empress. You could be a Taurus. This is how he feels about you. With the Nine of Cups. Overindulgent. Greedy. Selfish. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. I feel alone and in the dark. Where's my light? His light is divine feminine. This man don't, oh my gosh. Look here, sweetheart. This ain't easy to hear. Okay? I don't know how you felt about this masculine as your husband. But baby, pack your bags and run. I don't even think divine feminine want this masculine. And if this is a piece of work. This one's selfish ass man. He used you. His focus has been on divine feminine. Oh my gosh. Tower. The Most High I told you. The Most High is tearing this foundation apart. He gave you what you needed to see. He's telling you what you need to hear through me. He showed you. He let you see it. It's two towers out here, sweetheart, with shock, sudden change. That's also the tower. Shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation, upheaval. The decision has been made. There's no going back to this. And your ancestors may be part of this, wanting you to get free of this masculine. Which is why they ask, because I say that because resourcefulness just popped out again on top of create your karma. Okay? It's not good news, sweetheart. I still don't sympathize with you, but this fucked up energy. Yeah. Nine of Swords. It's enough to tear a person down. I mean, I feel like that's the energy he had divine feminine in as well. Which is why she walked away. She learned her lessons and moved the fuck on. Tower. And he ain't never got over that. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. He used you to run from her, but he craves her. I feel like something mentally is going on with this masculine. He may have some type of mental disorder. Seriously. Tell me about this masculine energy he's dealing with. There's somebody he's been tiptoeing around, I'm hearing, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody he's been communicating with for a minute now. I said you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, karmic. He did this on purpose. He wanted you to see this. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. He's codependent on you for money. That's the only reason why this is your money. That's the only reason why this masculine married you. That's the only reason why he's staying with you. He's still after divine feminine. But I feel like the Most High is warning him with double lightning strikes if he carries his ass towards divine feminine. The Most High is guarding divine feminine. Okay? Divine feminine took that ring off. If she was married to that man, she took that ring off by order of divine. You're being ordered to take that ring off. If you have any love or respect for yourself. Whatever dignity you have left after this experience of learning what karma means. Wow. He did this on purpose. He brought that masculine in on purpose. And he could be doing this. He could have done this just to get rid of you. I depend on you too much to let you go. He brought this masculine in out the cold. It's somebody it's like that was his first experience. That's what I'm hearing. That was his first experience with a man. He's been flirting, you know, and he really indulged it in this time. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, what I say. He been tiptoeing around. I can't make this shit up. Towing. With this masculine that you saw him with. That's what was happening. But he did it on purpose. He wanted you to see. Because you're right there. He was done tiptoeing with this masculine that he brought in out the cold. Tower. What is that? He could be a bottom. Whoever the dude was in the convertible broke in. That's all I'm going to say. Lord have mercy. Tell me more about the guy in the convertible. Yeah, he very extra. He did it on purpose. But you act like you ain't mad with Fed Up in reverse. You act like you ain't mad. But the truth is you fuming inside. That's why you asked me. That's why you asked me. You come summon me in my sleep. Is my husband gay? What do you think, sweetheart? He's smiling and grinning with Mr. Extra over here. Trying to start some shit with you. On purpose. Why he looked at you like that when he walked past. Like, I just husband, what you gonna do about it? Your husband was tickling, sweetheart. In your face. He brought him out the cold. Did it in your face. And you trying to act like you ain't mad. But they told me to upright that shit. You mad as fuck. So, sweetie. Counseling. Okay? Counseling. Some self-healing work. Most definitely is needed. I can't imagine seeing that with my own two eyes. If that was my husband and how I would respond and react, I would pray to God it done changed me and I ain't moving like that, like my old self used to. But honey, counseling, divorce papers, separate properties, split things down the middle, and adios, hasta la vista. But you're gonna have trouble getting away from him, okay? Because see, what I feel like you're dealing with is narcissistic energy. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because who could marry someone and not have not 1 ounce of love for them, but only become codependent on them for what they could provide for them? And then pull this stunt in your face. Either you psychotic or you narcissistic, or something really wrong with you, because, honey, you did good. I'm going to pat you on the back. You didn't snap. So you did good. I'm going to give you handled it better, but you was in denial, and now your eyes is open. I once was blind, but now I see. You got your answer. Don't retaliate. That's all I'm going to say. Don't retaliate. Because, see, people like him get what they deserve. And I feel like you got all it takes to bury this nigga. And I ain't mean physically. Legally. Because whatever he did against Divine Feminine, I feel like that's why they said you need to speak your truth and offer her a public apology. Okay? That's what the Divine is requiring of you at this time. Will your heart and soul say yes? Will your spirit say yes? There is more that I require of thee. Uh-oh. He requires something of you. He's going to take you a little higher, but it requires you to speak your truth. There is more that I require of thee. Okay? You're going to pay for what you did. Karma is real, sweetheart. It's a real thing. You will have to pay for your actions and in what you did, but I feel like there is forgiveness there. There's opportunity to right your wrongs. And sometimes God moves in mysterious ways, and if this don't open your heart, if this don't let you see how fucked up listening to others, judging others based off of what somebody else said to you, and not taking time to get to know that person for yourself, if that don't speak volumes of who you been and how you just being led like a sheep in pasture, then you need to paint your wool black like Divine Feminine and get the fuck up out that pasture, honey. Okay? And speak your truth. Because there is more that I require of thee. All right? Does your heart and soul say yes to telling the truth? Does your heart and soul say yes? Yes. Yes. You're saying yes. It's time. It's time to walk away from this shit. You should never let a man make you do anything that is unbecoming of who you truly are. I don't give a fuck how much you love them. I don't give a fuck how much you love him. Because he ain't willing to do it for you, sweetheart. I still don't sympathize for you, though. I'm going to keep that a buck with you. Because you did some dirty shit off this energy. And I'm not going to blaze you all out right here. But you did some dirty shit to wound divine feminine. But will your heart and soul say yes? I am being compelled to sing for those of you who don't know me. And it's first time to my channel. The Most High will make me sing songs, and I'm singing them. Because he's trying to tell somebody something. Will your heart and soul say yes? Okay? I just heard you knew Jesus was on the main line. That's why you up here telling what you want. So now he's got something that he requires of thee. And that is for you to set divine feminine free with the truth on her fucking name. Put some respect on her name that y'all took away from her. You and that husband of yours. Will your heart and soul say yes? Because you're at a crossroads. That's where you're at right now. And I know you want to strangle that nigga. I don't blame you. But I ain't saying go do that. Now, if you don't listen to nobody else, listen to me. Please. Don't retaliate. Because, see, he needs your money, sweetheart. Without that money, he falls right on his fat ass neck. The best revenge is getting your paper away from that nigga. So, instead of... Hello? Do you hear me? I hope you hear me. Instead of retaliating and continue to hide and cover up the truths, okay? It's time to expose the truth. It's also time to pull your wallet back away from that Negro. Hello? What, you some type of sugar mama? Find you somebody that's going to treat the sugar mama right. You know, it's sugar babies out here that really treat their sugar mamas good now. Okay? Because this Negro ain't treating you good. All right? Don't be the stupid sugar mama. All right? If you gonna take a nigga pockets, make sure he goddamn it treating you right. Fuck that. Make sure he goddamn make you feel like you the baddest motherfucker thing walking. And be real with it. And cake his goddamn pocket. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not saying it's all righteous neither, but I'm just saying if that's the walk you walking, walk righteously in it. Shit. You know, people say, well, how can you say you of God and this, and that? Well, I look at it like this. God said, come as you are. Long as you ain't sugarcoating and fucking and trying to hide from the almighty seeing eye, he gonna be like, okay, I saw you do that, so what you got to say for yourself? You know what I'm saying? You come to God with the truth. 9 out of 10, open the door, let her in. But why you let her in and she did all this? She was honest. She was honest. She didn't lie to me. Everything that woman said was the absolute truth. But I know she was wrong. I know. And when I asked her, did she learn the lessons? She gave me an honest answer. And that is the truth. Open the gate. Sometimes the truth sets you free, sweetheart. I learned that a long time ago. I can't lie. I've tried. And I tell on myself. People I've lied to, they are my witness. I went back and told them, hey, you know what? I lied to you. Well, what you lie to me about? About this, and that. This is the truth. I can't lie. I've tried. It's like the moment I lie, I'm quickly spitting the truth out right behind it. So I don't even waste my time trying to lie no more. You know what I'm saying? I am not able to lie. I've tried and I can't. So for you, sweetheart, I'm suggesting that you pick up that policy. Ain't no time for telling no more lies. You're being given a second chance, and I don't know why. Because to be honest, if I'm picking up off this divine feminine energy, she may have forgiven you, but she gives no fucks about you because of what you did to her. Okay? You still need to apologize, okay? A public apology is what I'm hearing. And you need to set her name free. Put the truth on her name. That's what's being required of thee right now. Will your heart and soul say yes? Because there's more that he requires of you. You may be, see, like I said, God works in mysterious ways. This masculine, remember, it showed up that he was abusive towards divine feminine. God may have used you, sweetheart. He may have used you to be the one to finally get him caught up for all the bullshit he's done in his life that he's gotten away with. And you the one got receipts. So will your heart and soul say yes? Come on through, Most High. Will your spirit say yes? 'Cause there is more that I require of thee. Yeah. Will your heart and soul say yes? Y'all offering you redemption. But that will come at a price. You got to work it off. Yes. 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 Yes, you got to pay it off. Yay. My heart says yes. If you lead me, come on now. He said he'll lead you. He'll walk you through it. But you got to come a little closer and listen when he's talking to you. Okay, it requires some obedience on your part. And he's watching. Like I said, you're Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You're coming up as karmic married to the ex of a divine feminine. And you're finding out that your husband's gay. There's more to him that you may, I don't know, already know or not know. When it comes to his sexual prowess, it gets deeper than that. Your ancestors are begging you to walk away from this masculine. Okay? Because, excuse me, you was like God's secret weapon when it came to this masculine. Okay? You don't even know that God was using you this whole time. Will your heart and soul say yes? He was using you. Because this one's a slippery one. Ew, I didn't need to see that. Spirit. Ew. They showing me the Tower card again with the man. He ain't slippery just in one way. When your heart and soul say yes. This masculine done a lot of things that you don't even know. Divine Feminine knows a lot, but people didn't believe her because he's a master of charm. He's a master of lying habitually. He's a master of impersonating others. He could paint you a picture more valuable than the Mona Lisa and then rip it out from under your feet, which is what he's done to you. He's done that. That's what that situation was, him ripping that pretty picture he painted you. He's a covert. Do your research. Yes. 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 Your ancestors want to talk to you for a minute. Yes. Yeah, you lucky. I don't like your energy. I'm just, because chaos. All I feel is chaos energy off you. I really don't like your energy because you create a lot of chaos with this masculine. And you wished for this divine feminine's downfall. That's another reason why I don't like your energy. So excuse me if I'm not sympathetic. I'm doing my job though, okay? Because you resent her still. You still resent divine feminine. For what though? Ask yourself that. What did she ever do to you? Not a damn thing. She just existed. And that's the absolute truth, and you know it. She never did a single solitary thing to you. So when you're honest with yourself, that's where the truth starts. You have to be honest with yourself. When you get honest with yourself, then you can become honest with others. Divine Feminine never done anything to you to start this path that you went down, this disastrous path that you chose. She never did anything to you, and that's the honest God truth. Just as pure as this flame is on this candle, Divine Feminine never bothered you until you bothered her. And these are your ancestors that are speaking to you at this time. I just heard grandmother. If your grandmother said, if you keep yourself trapped in this situation, then you leave them with no other option. They're trying to offer you a way out. But you have to forgive with unforgiveness. And if you don't take this path that your ancestors are pleading on your behalf for you, that's what I'm hearing. Your ancestors are pleading in your behalf to the divine to give you a chance to do right. There is more than I require of thee. I don't know if your grandmother sang in the choir. There is more than I require thee. Yay. Archangel Michael, if you're scared of leaving this masculine, even Archangel Michael is extending a hand of protection. Wow. 'Cause there is more that I You're like the small fish. He's the big fish. That's why they're offering you this olive branch. Because you hold the receipts. Because this masculine done slipped through a lot of shit. And it's time for him to pay up. So the divine and your ancestors are asking you, come away from this chaos. Okay? Forgive yourself. Forgive him. Forgive all those who ever wronged you in your life. I think that's what Divine Feminine did to you. She reflected to you those who hurt you. I don't know if you was church hurt, seeing how I keep singing gospel songs for you. Okay? You may have been church hurt. I don't know. By family members in your life. I don't know. But Archangel Michael is offering you protection against this husband. Prevent it from harm. Divine is intervening. But it requires you to speak the truth in order for you to get this protection. Absolute truth. No, don't try to. I just heard Archangel Michael say, don't try to slick him. Okay? Don't try to pour one over his eyes because he's watching and listening. He's standing right beside you as we speak. If you try to lie and weasel your way in any way, shape, or form and not speak the absolute truth about setting Divine Feminine free, offering this public apology, and vindicating her name on all counts that we have not even disclosed that y'all criminal acts against her. If you are not willing to speak the absolute truth, stay where you at. Because he's not going to protect you from this masculine. But if, hey, how you doing? But if you do walk away from this masculine and you speak the truth and you offer a sincere public apology for your crimes against Divine Feminine, you will be protected from this masculine, just like Divine Feminine was. From you too. So, you've been trying to figure out how the Divine Feminine get through that. All those many traps y'all set for her. Archangel Michael was protecting her through it all. He's her ride or die. So will your heart and soul say yes? Your ancestors are pleading for you to make this change. You are literally at a crossroads, sweetheart. Okay? You have somebody that has passed over that cares about you. And they're petitioning a second chance for you. But it requires you to stop being Bonnie to Clyde. Okay? And it requires you to set yourself free with the truth. Yes. Okay? Yes. Yeah. You feel hopeless right now. You're depressed. You're lost. You've been contemplating suicide. But that's the easy way out. You would be doing him a favor by doing that. He gets away again if you do that. He don't get justice. You don't get justice. And Divine Feminine don't get justice. You are the smoking gun, sweetheart. You know they're saying it ain't funny when the rabbit got the gun. You got the gun. You the rabbit right now. That gun is in your hand again. Metaphorically, that is. And that's your receipts. That's your truth. That's your gun. So instead of feeling hopeless and lost and depressed, get determined. If you want to seek revengeance on this masculine, then let your truth be your revenge. Hello? 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 Are you hearing me? I walk straight, Jesus. Okay, it's time to stop being two-faced and living a double life. You didn't used to be this way, what I'm hearing. Yeah, with possibilities, follow your dreams, make up your mind. It's time to make up your mind, sweetheart. I feel like they're waiting on their yes right now, or their no. Choose your path wisely and choose now. Time is ticking. I feel like by the time I end this reading, they're giving you a narrow window to right your wrongs, to agree to this contract. They're giving you a new contract. And that contract is to speak the truth and use that smoking gun, which is those receipts, to retaliate. Not your hands, not your anger. Use your truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Peace.